John Sharanya, I told you as we talked before the show, you can't escape your ball-headed friend. We were together a lot during the finals. I enjoyed a chance to be around you a bunch, and now we get a chance to dive into the offseason, and I know you're never sleeping. As Boston moves Drew, they move Porzingis. We're saving some money, but you got to have some money as it relates to Jaylen Brown. What does this potentially mean if we connect the dots about his future with Boston?
Scott, it means them phone lines are ringing in Boston. My understanding is the Celtics are getting offers, calls on both Jaylen Brown and Derrick White. The Celtics have high price thresholds for both players. We know how great Jaylen Brown and Derrick White are. So I'm sure they're getting some massive offers, some pretty big-time calls as well. Their preference has been to keep both players, but this is a team that's still in the first apron, still a luxury tax team, still dealing with the uncertainty of Jason Tatum's status next season. So at minimum, I expect Sam Hauser and Fernie Simons as names that will be discussed. Will a team match that price threshold that the Celtics, I'm told, have set around the league for Jaylen Brown and Derrick White to be able to get them? They are listening, but will a team get there? Just in the span of the last 2 days, Scott, though, they've shed $180 million in luxury tax savings. They've gotten out of the second apron, but with a season next year full of uncertainty, just how much do they want to get out of these aprons and the taxes?
Well, and this is the new CBA come to life, right? This is creating the opportunities for smaller markets and other teams to, like we just saw in the finals, get to that big stage. As it relates to a former Celtic, it's Kyrie Irving. You reported that he intends to decline a player option and sign for the long term, 3 years with Dallas. What more can you tell us about this one?
Scott, I spoke to Kyrie Irving just a few moments ago, and he told me his decision to return and stay in Dallas was largely based on commitment, not only from him, but the Mavericks as well, and wanting to build a real legacy in Dallas. And even more than that, his belief in this team's ability when he's healthy and whole again, potentially in January and February and beyond over the next 3 years, to compete for a championship. Around him, Anthony Davis, soon to be #1 overall pick, Cooper Flagg, in the leadership there, Jason Kidd, Nico Harrison, and former owner Mark Cuban. But this was a beneficial deal, Scott, for both sides, because the numbers that he's signing for, it allows the Mavericks to have the taxpayer mid-level exception. And why is that important? It's important because they need to find a point guard that they can bring in that can play as a starter while Kyrie Irving is out. And I'm told two names to keep an eye on there, D'Angelo Russell and Malcolm Brogdon. So Kyrie Irving is there for the long haul. There were some settlements made to allow the Mavericks some flexibility. We'll see what they do over the next couple